Flight crew, what up? What up? What up? Welcome back. We made it back, flight crew. Another day, another flight. Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, welcome. I'm Phoenix Black Knight. I'm going to be your captain and your host for today's stream, you guys. Flight crew, welcome to another flight on the Xbox S. Made it through the day. Glad we made it through the day. And we are actually going back to United States on this flight, you guys. If you paid attention to the last flight we did, we had a crazy approach. We were too high on our approach coming into Monterrey, and we had to do a little go around. Just one this time, nothing like anything else. Just had to get down to 4,000 feet. Once we did get down to 4,000 feet, we were able to land the plane. But with that being said, we are on our way, flight crew. We are going out of international airspace, going back into domestic airspace. We are headed back into Austin, Texas. We'll do a little more traveling in the United States for a little bit, and then we'll most likely go international again. But what a week of flying so far, right, flight crew? What a week. We've had some. What would we say? Some challenges, as always. No landing's always ever going to be perfect, right? And approaches and everything. But other than that, I'm glad to be flying, you guys. I'm glad to be back on board. So with that being said, let's get the roll call out of the way, and then we'll get flying. So roll call out of the way. Mobbin's on board as always. Simulator Pick is on board. Seeking's on board. Timothy's on board. Rahan's on. Marco, Allison, Pakis, Tim, Callie Banks, Thomas, Colin, Joan, Alan, Dennis, Michael. I'm right, you're wrong. Nelson, and last but not least, bringing it up on the YouTube is Enroll. Let's go over here to our Twitch. Let's go over here to the Twitch people real quick. Keenan Paul, welcome aboard again. It's good interacting with you yesterday. Welcome aboard, Keenan Paul. Isush, welcome aboard. Master Jedi Sky Walker, welcome aboard. Headshot Man 15, welcome aboard. Renee, welcome aboard. All right, everybody, welcome aboard the plane. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's get our sim brief pulled up here. And let's get rolling. Let's see, guys. Let's get our sim brief pulled up. Let's see what we have here. Okay, flight crew. Let's zoom out so you can see the plane. As always, we're Delta. Call sign's always going to be Delta 6242. Here is Monterrey. Not too bad. This is where we came down last. Okay, let's jump back inside the plane. Let's go over the flight briefing. Once I said Delta 6242, that is our call sign for today, as always. We're in Monterrey, like I mentioned. We're going to take off and fly to Austin, Texas. If need be, our alternate airport is Dallas-Fort Worth. We're in the aircraft 320neo. Today's date is July 18, 2023. Departure time is 12:36 in the afternoon is what they've got us at today. Arrival time is about 14:11. SimBrief gave us an air time of 1 hour and 7 minutes. And the block time is 1 hour and 35 minutes. So the 1 hour and 7 minutes is the time to beat. We were clearly late on the last time we flew into Monterrey because we had to go around. So we clearly lost that one. But let's see if we can beat 1 hour and 7 minutes on this flight. Cruising altitude today is going to be 35,000 feet is what they want us to be at. We're going to go a distance of 384 nautical miles. Wind is at 10 knots right now, according to SimBrief. Passengers on today's flight is 146 passengers on today's flight. Bulk fuel, 12,758 pounds. Cargo, 8,030 pounds. And payload, 33,580 pounds. Right now in Monterrey, we are wheels down. When we go to take off, they want us off of runway 11 with the transition of Dorja out. That's D-A-J-O. So Dajo is the transition out. And when we come down into Austin, Texas, they want us wheels down on 18 right with the transition of DCT, Delta Charlie Tango, is the descent that we have going down into. Excuse me, that is incorrect. I read that wrong. It is Dixie. I wonder why that didn't sound right. Dixie is our last transition into Austin, Texas. D-X-E-E-E-E. That is our transition down to runway 18 right into Austin, Texas. Weather right now is we got sunny skies in Monterrey, and I didn't get Austin, Texas. Let me get Austin, Texas weather real quick. In Austin, Texas, you guys, it's 103 degrees and clear skies as well. So sorry I didn't have that ready for you, flight crew, but that's what we're looking at. 103 degrees right now in Austin, Texas, and clear skies. And right now in Monterrey, we're 100 degrees. I don't know if I said that to you guys. We're 100 degrees and clear skies as well. So that heat wave is hitting everybody. But with that, flight crew being said, you guys have been briefed. I have been briefed as well. Though, let's get this plane ready for passengers. Let's get the plane ready for takeoff. So, I got to sneeze. Hold on. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Okay. First off, let's prove my point. We're taking off from here, and look at the jetways. Perfectly connected to the airport. But when you come and land in this airport, they won't be connected. Don't get it. It is what it is. So let's go back inside the plane. Let's turn off our AI co-pilot because you know he's always on even though you turn the settings. Oh, look, the settings actually made him come off. Inconsistent. Slide over here to the middle of the plane. Let's look up. Let's zoom up to see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and hit that external power. Let's go ahead and wait for those 3 beeps. There we go. Plane starting up. Let's go ahead and get our APU bleed on. Let's go ahead and hit our APU master. We'll not hit the APU start yet. Let's go ahead and get our dome light. I mean, yeah, it's the middle of the day. Sure, why not? Let's overhead LEDs. Let's get those lit up as well. No smoking sign comes on. Seatbelt sign comes on. Nav light, logo light comes on. And our beacon light right here turns on. Perfect. Let's go back to the captain's seat. Let's go ahead and go from our panels right to left. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and start the boarding process and get our GPU unit connected to the plane. So let's click on our ground services. Let's click on ground, and then let's go ahead and get our APU. Let's get our GPU connected to the plane. Should load up. There it is. Ground power unit. And now let's go ahead and get the jetway connected. Let's jump it back inside the plane. Let's see if we can see JD. There he is. JD. Okay. JD's going to open the main cabin door, which means we got to turn off the master alarm. There it is. Master alarm. Let's get that shut off. Okay. Front displays. Right to left. Let's get those bright. You guys can see here's our departure. You guys see our departure. We go out. We go straight. Then we make a nice right. And we go right up into Texas. We're going to hold that at about 230 knots, I believe, is what we're going to do with that. All right, come down here to the middle. Don't need the floodlights on, but let's go ahead and put all the LED lights in the middle console. Let's illuminate those. Let's slide over here. Train, as always. Let's get that on. Flight directory. Let's turn that on as well. Slide over here. Informational map. Leave that on ARC, and then we'll leave our nautical range on the 10. As always, speed. We're going to leave that in the managed position for a little bit. And then heading, we already got the flight plan put in, so we'll leave that in the managed position. Altitude we'll get in a second. And climbing, we're going to put 2,500 feet per minute on this one. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and get our F&C all lit up and LEDs all lit up on this. There we go. Let's jump back outside now. Let's go ahead and request our catering services. There's our catering truck. Now let's get the baggage services going. That should load up now. Let's go ahead and turn on our AI co-pilot. Alright, let's get him going. Okay, flight crew. We do have the baggage services going, and we also have the catering services going. Let's see if we can do some plane spotting. I don't see any planes right now. Looks we got one over there in the distance. The airport's even quiet right now. Yeah, not much going on. Monterrey, Mexico. Not a lot going on. Alright, we'll just pan it over here so we can at least watch the ground crew do their thing. See, we can watch to see if that guy loaded. Comes in and out. There he is. Yeah. Baggage services have started. Let's slide over here to the end of the plane. And then let's go ahead and start our APU. So let's go back to the captain's seat to the captain view, which is that right there. Let's look up, slide over here so you guys see what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and hit the APU start now. And let's go outside so you can hear it. APU's available. We already got the APU bleed on, so let's look all the way up here. Let's go ahead and get our pumps on. And at this time as well, we'll go ahead and get our batteries on. Let's go ahead and get our ground surfaces menu back up. Let's get our GPU unit disconnected from the plane. There it is. Request power supply, the end. External power, turn that off as well. Perfect. Got battery power on and working. Let's get our captain's seat to the captain view, which is we're just going to slide up and move forward. But we're going to be about right there's going to be our view. Alright, well, let's go ahead and let's see. We got that clear. We got that clear. Now let's get our clearance into Austin, Texas. AI will do that for us. So let's go ahead and hit back. Alright, they want us up at 11,000 feet. 119.75. 119.75 is the departure frequency. On takeoff, we put that in 11,000 feet and in the managed position. So we manage the climbing speed on what we need to do on that. Until we transition to the autopilot. Once I transition to the autopilot, we're going to go ahead and activate the 2000. Actually, no, let's go ahead and just activate that now on takeoff. That's what we're going to do. Perfect. Yeah. That's set up the way we like. So we got our altitude. We got that. Okay. Let's look over here to the jetway, and then let's go ahead and get that disconnected. Say goodbye to JD. Main cabin door is now shut. JD should be backing up any second. There we go. It's perfect. We'll see him in Austin as well. We don't have a paid airport in Austin. It will be a default airport. All right, let's go ahead and request our pushback. There we go. Pushback is accepted. What do we got over here, guys? We got something going on? Oh, no. Someone's in the background over there. We got one right there. Well, that one's probably coming in. That one's probably on final. It's only at 2,800 feet. All right, let's go back inside of the captain's seat just for a second, just so we know the pushback has been connected and we can release the parking brake. And there it is. It's been connected. Release. Positive pushback. Okay, pushback is complete. We'll go ahead and activate the parking brake. Let's look up and see where the ground crew is. Ground crew is cleared from out under the plane, so let's go ahead and put our engine from the normal position to the start position. Go ahead and start engine 2. AI just got our clearance to taxi. So there's our taxi ribbon. Engine 1 is at 12%, good enough to check the flaps. Flaps 100%. Spoilers, bring those up as well. Pan around. Spoilers are up. Flaps are moving down. Let's jump back inside. Actually, let's turn around. Well, we're going to give a shout out. Alright, flaps 10% for takeoff and taxi. Let's get our spoilers. Put those up in the arm position. Engine mode back to the normal position. Let's go ahead and turn off the APU bleed. Turn off the APU master. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn on our runway lights for our taxi. Let's go ahead and turn on our nose light, goes to the taxi position as well. Beacon light stays on, nav and no-go light stay on as well. Perfect. Ground crew, thumbs up, salute. We're out of here. We're gonna go to the right. Let's give the engine some power. Releasing parking brake. Forward momentum. Let's turn the plane. Go ahead and hit our taxi brakes. Perfect. Alright, flight crew. Here we go. As always, we'll just go on this little straightaway right here and then we'll give MONTERREY a shout out. Looks like we got position 3 for takeoff, it looks like. So MONTERREY, give it a shout out. Not bad. Okay, let's put the camera right here so we can see the results of our product when I take off. Right there, perfect. Jump back inside the captain's seat to the captain view. Looks like we got one lining up, one's holding short, and then we got us. Engines to neutral. Let's go ahead and stop short right here. Let's go ahead and activate the parking brake. Oh, we're moving. Giving engines power. Go ahead and stop short right here. Stop short. Put the parking brake on. And where is our ATC? Don't tell me we lost ATC. As in, not talking to us, and I think we did. It's like we're reading not out flight crew. We lost ATC for some apparent reason. Unless it comes on if we hit tower here. Oh, there we go. Roger, Delta 62, line up and wait. Alright, we're going to line up and wait. Give the engine some power, release the parking brake. Runway lights come off. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing lights come on. And our strobe light comes on. Engine to the neutral position. Let's go ahead and slow down the plane. Perfect. Parking brake. Roger Tower. Delta 6242 clear for takeoff. Altimeter 29.90. Okay, flight crew, we're clear for takeoff. Let's go. Let's get our stopwatch going. Since we're already stopped, we're going to go to engines to 40%. Let's make the call. Passengers, prepare for takeoff. Alright, releasing the parking brake. Engines are holding at 40. We do have forward momentum. Perfect, let's go to engines to 50 now. Engines are at 50 and holding. Alright, going up alive, coming down the same way. Look to the right, throttle. Engines flex. Knots, 120, 140, V1, rotating, 15 degrees. Positive climb, gears up. Still my plane. Just following the flight director. There we go. Bring the throttle back to the climb position. Drop the nose of the plane. Nice and easy. Flight crew, prepare the transition to the autopilot. Transitioning to the autopilot. Activating our climb restriction. We want to climb at 2,500 feet per minute. Spoilers, let's get those disarmed. Perfect. I actually want to hit 210 knots here, so we're going to go ahead and just bump it up to 210. Perfect, we'll stay at 210. That is still flaps 1. That's the same flaps that we took off with, so we're still keeping flaps 1. We're going to just keep a 210 speed and then just hit this bank to the right. And then once we straighten out from that, we'll go 250 knots. And then we're going to go managed speed from there on out. All right, results of our product. You see the bank to the right. Alright, flight crew, we seem to start leveling off right here. Perfect. We're already almost at 9,000 feet. Since we're already at almost 9,000 feet and we're leveling off, let's go ahead and release our crew now. Crew's released. Now they can start preparing for services. Flight crew, right now our wind's anywhere between 18 knots and 20 knots. That's pretty fast right now. It's blowing our tail to our nose, so it's actually blowing with us, so that's pretty nice. Alright, coming up on 9,000 feet, that means we're going to go up to 10,000 feet for free climb. Landing lights off position, nose light off position, wing lights come off, strobe light stays on, beacon light, nav logo light stays on. Above 10,000, let's open up our speed. We're actually just going to do the manage speed. So we're going to hit manage. And then we're going to go clean flaps. Let's go clean. And we should start gaining speed. I can hear the engines firing up. Speed is increasing, check. We're in free climb. Let's go ahead and get free climb going because we're above 10,000 feet. Free climb is entered. Flight crew, that's where we took off from. Right there. MONTERREY. See ya. We might be back. We might be back to MONTERREY. Maybe. Maybe. Managed speeds got us up at 320 knots. We just stopped at 320 knots. We're still at 10,900 feet. Let's see what our ATC wants us at. It's been acting up before we took off. Let's see where it's at. Climb remain, look at that, 13,000 feet already. What's going on, ATC? Come on. Altimeter 29.9, that's what we got. Okay. Climbing up to 13,000 feet. On free climb, let's see what it wants us at. Managed speed still gonna have us hold at 320 knots. Managed climb got us at 4,000. And now we're descending, but we were climbing up 4,000 feet per minute right there. Oh, that's annoying that we don't have any ATC online. It's all just going to be this. Why is that? Telling you we get. Oh, I think I got talkative. Okay. See if that works. Coming up at 13,000 feet. Oh, they're talking. They want us up to 22,000 feet, so I'm going to get 22 on here. We're going to get that in the managed position. Roger, tower. Climb and maintain flight level 22,000 feet, Delta 6242. We're going to turn our dome light off. $15,500 feet, still climbing up to 22,000 feet. Just past 18,000 feet. Let's get our altimeter, put that in the standard position. Got a little bit of turbulence, flight crew. I don't know if you can see that or not. We do have a little bit. Just past 21,300 feet, climbing up to 22,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn our terrain off, flight crew. 21,000 feet, we don't need that. Roger Tower, climb and maintain flight level 29,000 feet, Delta 6242. Roger Tower, climb and maintain flight level 35,000 feet, Delta 6242. just a little turn of the bank here to the left, flight crew. Not much. See that? Just a little bank, and then we should be straight up from here. I think we're straight up into Texas. Let's check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is our last. Yeah, and we're just straight down in. Right in Austin. Now we make a little turn to the right. Alright, flight crew, we're straightening out. I'm going to wait on the fasten the seatbelt sign a little bit until we straighten out a little bit more, then we'll release it. No reason to keep it on. We had that little bit of turbulence around 18,000 feet, but after 18,000 feet, it's been a very smooth climb. Since we're at 35,000 feet, let's go over our cruising altitude briefing. I got sim brief pulled up. Once again, if you just jumped on board, if you just came to the stream, welcome. I'm Phoenix Black Knight. I'm your captain and your host for today's stream. Today we were just in Monterrey, Mexico. We're actually flying up to Austin, Texas right now. Our call sign is Delta 6242. We're in the aircraft 320neo. Let's put it out so you can see it. July 18, 2023. Our departure time was 12:36 in the afternoon. Our arrival is 14:11. Sim brief said that we should get there in about an hour and 7 minutes, so that's the time to beat. Block time is an hour and 35 minutes to finish the flight. Cruising altitude is 35,000 feet. We about ready right now to turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. Let's make the call to the passengers. Passengers, you are free to move about the cabin. We do ask only that if you remain in your seat, you do not need to get up, just in case we hit unexpected turbulence. Alright, we made our call, flight crew. But that is in the flight briefing. Passengers are free to move out the cabin at 35,000 feet. Distance we're flying, 384 nautical miles. Wind right now, sim brief has it at 10 nautical miles. Right now, our plane says we're sitting at about anywhere from 18 to 19 knots on the wind. Fuel on board, 12,758 pounds. Cargo, 8,030 pounds, and our payload is 33,580 pounds. When we were in Monterrey, runway we took off was 11. We had a transition out of Doja, D-A-J-O. When we come down in Austin, Texas, they want us wheels down on runway 18 right with the transition of Dixie, D-X-E-E-E-E, in the transition down into Austin, Texas. Alright, flight crew, there you go. You guys have been briefed and you guys just jumped on board. Welcome aboard again. I'm about ready to go on mute and hit the chat. Enjoy the sounds of ATC and enjoy the sounds of our plane, and I'll see you guys on our top of our descent. See you then. Roger, Houston Center, Delta 6342. We will continue as planned. Roger, Tower. Descend to main flight level 270 Delta 6242. I didn't even hear that was us. Alright, starting our descend. We're going down to 27,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn our terrain on at this time. Fasten the seatbelt sign is still off. Let's keep it off, you guys, till we get to 27,000 feet and see what our next descent point is. Roger, Houston Center, Delta 6242, we will continue as planned. Speed dropped. We went from 320 knots, you guys. Now we're about the 240. That's our descending speed right now. Like I said, we still have that in the managed position. Descending right now is in the managed position as well. Looks like we're descending about 2,000. So we got at 2,500 feet per minute. Coming up on 27,300 feet. They want us down to 27,000 feet. Let's see what our next descending vector is. We're still holding about 240 knots. Roger, Tower, Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 20,000 feet. When we hit 20,000 feet, flight crew, we'll go ahead and turn on the fasten the seatbelt sign. Still holding 240 knots flight crew, descending about 2,500 feet still going down to 20,000 feet. $20,800 feet. Still descending down to 20,000 feet. This is the time. Let's go ahead and put the fasten the seatbelt sign on. Alright, flight crew, prepare for approach. Roger Tower, descend and maintain flight level 14,000 feet, Delta 6242. Just past 15,700 feet, still descending down to 14,000 feet. Speed is still holding at 240 knots. Ground speed, that puts us at 311 knots. Well, ground speed is 311. 14,300 feet, still descending down to 14,000 feet. Still got our altimeter on the standard position. Haven't told us what to change it to yet. Still holding 240 knots. I'm going to take the plane out of the managed speed position here in a little bit and take it over. There is our descent, you guys. There is our flight path. We just go down, back over, around, do that famous U, bring it in. Roger Tower, descend and maintain flight level 10,000 feet, Delta 6242. Alright, they want us down to 10,000 feet. I'm dropping our speed down to 200 knots. That's going to be flaps 1. I will activate that as soon as we take some speed out of the plane. Roger Tower, altimeter 29.93. Oh, they want us at 13,000 feet. Right. Let's go flaps 1. They were talking about Delta 2257. I thought they said Delta 6242. Alright, so we, flight crew, are still descending down to 10,000 feet. We just hit 200 knots. We are flaps 1, flight crew. Roger, contact Austin approach. Austin approach 6242 Delta, approaching at 10,000 feet, 200 knots. Flight crew, just past 11,300 feet, still descending down to 10,000 feet. Our altimeter is still 29.93, and we are still holding 200 knots with flaps 1. Flight crew, 10,500 feet. Let's light it up. Landing lights. Let's put them on the on position. Nose light, take off position. Wing lights come on. Strobe light stays on. Nav light, low light stay on, and beacon light stays on. Let's get our nautical range. Let's pull it within 10. And we're already going 200 knots. Perfect. Can't go higher than 250 below 10,000 feet. Roger, approach Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 8,000 feet. (8,200 feet). Flight crew descending down to 8,000 feet. Check our nautical range. Still got a minute. Let's hold 200 knots. We still got a minute on this horseshoe. We won't turn till we get, yeah. We'll keep 200 knots for a little bit. Pull that back in the 10 nautical range. Texas, Austin, Texas. Haven't been, flight crew. It's on the list. Definitely on the list. What's the street in Austin? Is it 6th Street? Roger, approach Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 4,000 feet. Roger, approach Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 6,000 feet. This doesn't make sense. 4,000 and 6,000. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly. Yep, 6,000 feet, 210 knots. Okay. We will not go above 210 knots right now. Like I said, we're still holding 200 knots. We've been that for a minute. Here comes our famous horseshoe. U-shape. Go ahead and turn our localizer on at this time because we're at 6,000 feet. There we go. Roger, approach, descend and maintain flight level 4,000 feet, Delta 6242. Roger, approach Delta 6242, cleared to jetty. We can start our approach. Alright, we got cleared to jetty, which is our waypoint to start our approach. They still want us down to 4,000 feet. We're still holding 200 knots and we still are flaps 1. Altimeter is still going to be 29.93. I want to double check myself. I'm pretty sure it's what he said. Yeah, they haven't even told us to change our altimeter yet, to be honest. We're good. 4,000 feet. We're in Texas. I can't remember San Antonio. I don't know if we start our glide slope at 4,000 feet or do we go down like California and we get down to 2,000 feet and start it. I don't remember Texas. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. I don't want to look at our flight plan and get the answer. We'll just see what ATC says. Alright, flight crew, we got winds blowing about 16 knots, but it is blowing from our tail to our nose, which is what we want because we're going to make a big U-turn and it'd be blowing towards us, which is, we want to land against the winds. That's good. We don't want it landing, blowing with us. It always makes us float every time. So hence why they're making us do the big U-turn. Austin, look at Austin, Texas. Let's give it a shout out. What is this? Anybody? Flight crew? Anybody can tell me what this is? What does it go to? Where does it come from? What does it go to? Name of it? Anybody? Leave me a comment. And is it recreational? Can you paddleboard in this? And with it being Texas, last question I have to ask, let's go inside, is do you have to fear for your life in this? As in anything may want to get you in this stuff? Let me know. Before I end up going to Austin, Texas. You need to be well educated. That's the suburbs right here. Look at that. Nice. Alright, here we are on our flight path. Holding 4,000 feet. Let's go ahead and pull our speed back. Let's go 190. Let's go flaps 2. Perfect. There's 190. Let's hit flaps 2. Austin's very green. At least in this area, anyway. What is that, flight crew? What is that right there? Huh. As I turn to our right, we'll drop our speed from 190 to 180. Probably like right here, and we'll ride it 180 all the way in until we get cleared to restart our glide slope and our approach, and we'll drop our speed back to 100 at 35 knots. Nice, steady on the turn. Beautiful. Roger, approach. Descend to maintain flight level 2,800 feet, Delta 6242. Got our answer, flight crew. We descend down to 2,800 feet, so we're basically like California. So we got to remember, kind of, we treat Texas kind of like California. 2,000, about 3,000 at low to start your glide slope, or at least start your, at least start your glide slope.
2,500.
What was Monterrey? Do you remember what Monterrey was? We were what, 7,000? 4,000? I think we were at 4,000 feet when we were going into Monterrey. (2,900 feet), still descending down to 2,800 feet, still holding 190 knots, flight crew. We are flaps 2. Very green flight crew. Austin, Texas, I'm coming. Definitely within 2 years. Definitely be there within 2 years. Okay, flight crew. That's good. Pull our speed back. Let's go 180. Let's go flaps 3 now. There we go. "17 miles outside the runway, flight crew. Still holding 180 knots. We still are flaps 3, and we still are at 2,800 feet. I'm pretty sure we're not going to descend anymore. That's probably where we're going to grab our glide slope. Miles. "14 miles out. Drop the speed again. Let's go 170. Let's look down to the right. Throttles, we got to put that back here. It's easier for the reversers. Right there. Perfect. "13 miles out. All right, flight crew, let's go flats full. Oh, pull our speed back. Pull our speed back, hit approach. Let's go flaps full. Roger, approach Delta 6242, clear to approach. Alright, we activated our glide slope. Glide slope just got engaged. We're still left of the runway. We still got to go right a little bit and then straighten out and go left. Never have a nice easy approach, right? We always have to make it a little bit difficult. But the glide slope is engaged. "135 knots. Wind right now, flight crew, we're looking at anywhere from, looks like 22 to 19 knots. So let's remember that coming down. It is blowing from my nose to the tail. Here's our runway in front of us. We're still clear to approach. We haven't been cleared to land yet. As soon as I speak, there it is. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, clear the land. Alright, we're cleared the land. Let's go ahead and get, actually, come down here real quick. You guys can see the gears. Hold the gears down. There's the gears, perfect. Let's point over here so you can see the reversers. Reversers right there. Let's come down here. Let's go ahead and get our spoilers. Let's get those up and on. Medium on the auto brake, and we get our runway lights on. There we go. Flight crew, prepare for landing.
$1,000.
1,000 feet. My plane. Good approach again. Pay attention to that wind, flight crew. We gotta pay attention to that wind.
500.
500 feet, continuing.
400.
400 feet, continuing. The wind's gonna push us. It's pushing us to the right. We got it. 300, we're continuing.
200. 100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Reversers. You guys want to see them? Come on. There's the reversers. There you go, guys. Welcome down. Austin, Texas. Ooh, we should have took that right there. It's okay. Let's get auto brake off, reverser stow. There we go. Welcome down, Austin, Texas. We'll just keep on cruising to the left. We'll clean everything up and get to our gate. Alright, stopping plane manually. We'll just just tap on the brakes a little bit. Okay. Let's put our parking brake on. Clean our flaps up. 10%. Spoilers. Let's clean those up. Perfect. Taxi brakes on. Flight director we don't need. ILS is off. Clean our lights up. Runway lights stay on. Landing lights to the restricted position. Nose to the taxi position, wing lights are off, and strobe light is off. We're going to go ahead and hit our APU bleed now, APU master, APU start. Perfect, and then let's go ahead. Oh, we don't want that one. We want ATC, let's get our ground services. And let's get our Austin ground. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see where our gate is. West, taxi the gate. Stop our stopwatch. Hour and 15 minutes. According to that, hopefully Microsoft gives us at the end of the flight whatever it truly is. Let's go. We got cleared the taxi. Alright, let's go straight here, and we'll give Austin, Texas always. It's time in the, let's change it to shout out to time in the limelight. How about that? Let's change it to that. Here's your limelight shout out. Oh, we'll figure something. We got NV Southwest, Delta NV Southwest. Let's look up if he's on and available. Austin. Doesn't look like we have that far of a taxi. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have a standoff. Unless he's going left and I'm going. He's going left and I'm going left, and we're gonna be all right. No, he's going right. All right, that works. Got a traffic jam, flight crew. What do we got going on over here? Alright, everybody's moving. KUGN. Don't know where that's at. Huh. That plane take our gate? Or are we just right next to it? The Southwest? No, we're okay. You're pulling there, and that other one's on the other one. Right? That plane's one more over? Yeah, okay. Alright, this is us. No Marshall flight crew. We're gonna visualize it. Visual, got it. Let's go about. The gate won't reach that far. So we'll go about right there. Perfect. Parking brake. Engine in the neutral position. JD. What up? Fasten the seatbelt sign. Comes off. Dome light comes on. Nav light comes off. Beacon light comes off. Runway light comes off. And nose light comes off. Master alarm comes off. Clean the flaps up. Flaps are clean. Kill engine 1. Wait for engine 1 to be below 20% and we'll stop engine 2. There it is. Engine 2. And Microsoft did not give us the end screen of our true flight time again. It lets us down. So we're gonna once again go off of this. Let's see what it put us. Hour and 15 minutes. Time to beat. Pulling it up. An hour and 7 minutes. So once again, we lost out on the airtime. Block time was an hour and 35 minutes. Hour and 15. So we beat the block. Beat the block time, obviously. That's easy to beat. But airtime, they gave it an hour and 7 minutes. We were an hour and 15. Huh. We did fly in the managed position. We didn't do 0.82 Mach. So let's just keep that in mind, flight crew. But other than that, great flight. No problems on the cruise. No problems on the climb going up, and no problems on the descent. Landing, we had about 22 to 19% wind coming down. We floated a little bit. We were able to get the back wheels down. No go around like we did in Sacramento. It was probably the same wind I feel like we had in Sacramento, but we've learned, we've grown, and we know how to get our wheels down when floating. So that's an improvement right there. We'll take that win. But other than that, flight crew, we are off. That's it. Let's put our feet up. We're off until Thursday. Wednesday, no live flights, so you are free to do whatever you need to do. But let's come back strong on Thursday, and that'll be the end for the week. I don't know where we're flying out of Austin. I don't know yet. I'll figure something out, but we'll be live again on Thursday. So if you like the landing, if you guys like the stream, I hope you hit that subscribe button, and I hope you hit that follow button. And then that is it. I am Phoenix Black Knight. Thanks for being aboard, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of the game and the plane shutting down, and I will once again see you guys Thursday. I am logging off. Phoenix Black Knight. See you later.